Okay, let's dive right into this. We are looking at literally one of the most explosive, yet somehow deeply hidden prophetic mysteries of the end times. We're talking about a literal, divine, geographical sanctuary built straight into the text of the Bible.
So here is the ultimate question we gotta answer. During the Great Tribulation, which single nation is prophesied to completely, 100%, escape the Antichrist's grasp?
It's modern-day Jordan. No way, right? But look at this incredible prophecy in Daniel 11:41. It says, "He shall enter also into the glorious land, but these will escape out of his hand, Edom and Moab, and the chief of the children of Ammon." Now, if you trace the ancient historical maps, it's absolutely amazing, because Edom, Moab, and Ammon, they make up the precise, exact territory of the modern Hashemite kingdom of Jordan.
Section 1. The nation that escapes.
So right here we see two radically contrasting prophetic destinies. Daniel 11 tells us the king of the north, the Antichrist, will seize the glorious land, which is Israel. He divides the land for gain. Egypt falls. The entire world system just completely falls under his sway. But Jordan gets a divine pass. It is supernaturally protected and left completely untouched by the beast system, and this is all by God's sovereign design, absolutely proving the Bible is 100% accurate regarding the geopolitics of the Great Tribulation.
Now, what's really interesting here is this ancient rock city of Petra. It's located in modern-day Jordan, right smack in the heart of ancient Edom. This desolate sandstone region is literally where early peoples carved entire cities and fortresses straight into the cliffsides. Geographically, it sits just over the mountains from Judea, and as you'll see, it is going to serve a massive prophetic purpose.
Section 2. Fleeing the Antichrist's wrath.
Okay, the clock is ticking, the Abomination of Desolation has occurred, and the remnant's action phase begins. Jesus himself actually issued a direct, urgent command to the Jewish remnant for this exact, specific moment. In Matthew 24:16, he says, "Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains." Notice, he didn't say stay and fight. He said flee, immediately. And the closest, most impenetrable mountains to the east of Judea? Well, those are the mountains of southern Jordan.
And this brilliantly illustrates how the Gospel of Matthew links up perfectly with the book of Revelation. Revelation 12:14 says, "The woman was given the two wings of a great eagle, so that she might fly to the place prepared for her in the wilderness." The woman here symbolizes the remnant of Israel. She flees to a specific, divinely prepared place in the wilderness where she is nourished for exactly 1,260 days, which, if you know your timeline, is the final 3.5 years of the tribulation. It's just incredible to see that level of biblical precision.
Section 3. Petra, the wilderness refuge. So, where exactly is this wilderness refuge? Well, scholars and scripture point directly back to those mountains of Eden. To really understand this, we need to look at an ancient biblical word found repeatedly in end times prophecy, Bozrah. Bozrah was a physical region in ancient Edom, but translated from Hebrew, the word literally means sheepfold. It's an enclosure. It represents a place of absolute, impenetrable protection for God's flock during the darkest days of Earth's history.
Just look at how perfectly this physical design matches the prophecy. It's like a giant puzzle coming together. Petra is a mountain fortress shaped exactly like a giant sheepfold. I mean, it's located in a basin completely surrounded by sheer cliffs. The only way in or out of the entire city is through a super narrow, mile-long passageway called the Sick. It is incredibly easy to defend, perfectly fitting the prophetic imagery of the Bozrah sheepfold where God hides his people.
Let's look at how this all builds across the prophetic timeline. Notice the chronological flow here. The final 3.5 years kick off with the Abomination of Desolation in Jerusalem. That triggers the immediate flight to the wilderness. Then comes the 1,260 days of supernatural nourishment and protection in the sheepfold, which finally culminates in the Messiah's triumphant return.
Section 4. The Great Bozrah Deliverance.
The tension here is just immense. The remnant is locked inside the sheepfold of Bozrah, but the Antichrist and the armies of the world are closing in fast. Listen to this incredible imagery from the prophet Micah in chapter 2. "I will put them together like sheep in a pen, like a flock in its pasture. The one who breaks open the way will go up before them." God gathers them as the sheep of Bozrah, but they don't stay trapped. It is mind-blowing to realize our returning Messiah is the breaker. He leads a massive earth-shaking breakout from the sheepfold.
So the absolutely crucial point here is this. Satan isn't ignorant. He knows Scripture. He knows Israel is the apple of God's eye, and he knows exactly where they are hiding. The Antichrist armies are drawn to Bozrah like a fish on a hook to destroy the Jews once and for all. And guys, this sets the absolute perfect stage for divine intervention.
Section 5. The Messiah's Triumphant Return.
This is it. We have reached the ultimate climax of the narrative arc. This is the final showdown at the sheepfold. Look at the sheer power of this verse. Isaiah 63, verse 1. Who is this coming from Edom, from Bozrah, with his garments stained crimson, marching in the greatness of his strength? Our Jesus returns as a solitary warrior. He single-handedly dispenses judgment upon the enemy and saves his people right there at the sheepfold.
And here is a mind-blowing biblical sequence that so many people just completely miss. Zechariah 12:7 tells us that the Lord will save the tents of Judah first. Think about that. Before Jesus touches down on the Mount of Olives, before he enters Jerusalem to establish his kingdom, he comes to Bozrah. He rescues the remnant hiding out in the mountains of Jordan first. This is absolutely epic, and it's exactly why we need to know the Word. If you are loving this deep dive, you need to join the mission right now. Hit that like button, comment your thoughts, and share this explainer so others can uncover these amazing truths. Sign up for more hard-hitting content at sermonacademy.com, and if you want to support our mission to equip teachers of the Word, head over to sermonacademy.com/donate.
So, I'll leave you with this. When the sky rolls back, when the stars fall, and the breaker appears in all his glory at Bozrah, will you and your flock be spiritually prepared for the ultimate deliverance? Keep watching, keep praying, and keep studying the Word.